commentary. Burn the witch at the stake. No, don't worry. Honestly, I don't actually know why there's been such a big uproar about Vicky Sparks being on the commentary for the Portugal versus Morocco game. It's almost as if some are terrified the women have found out about the football and are now somehow invading man's last private activity, aside from shoving his hands down his pants and rearranging the goods. Although Walking Low still seems to think that's a group activity, best shared with Watching World. Anyway, we'll get to Sparks in a minute, but first, I'm just gonna be honest with you here, lads. I don't want to sound like I'm moaning because it is the World Cup and I'm not trapped in a Syrian bunker with no food and water, despite what that looks like. But it's days like this that really make me reconsider whether I should be doing daily videos for this World Cup. I actually found myself getting angry during the Iran versus Spain game that I sat through 3 games of that bollocks in one day. In 270 minutes, we got 3 goals. The f***ing highlight of the day was Ian Wright's shirt. That should never be the case. Trying to fashion a video out of today's highlights is like trying to build a house out of raw spaghetti and empty tuna cans, which I might have to do if the ad revenue gets any worse. Lads, stop watching the World Cup and start watching me instead. I need you to live. Anyway, Portugal took on Morocco in the first game, where the entire world seemed to lose their mind because Ronaldo grew a beard that a 16-year-old would have been ashamed of.
When you think someone couldn't get any more attractive, then he lets the facial hair grow. Ronaldo. Chris looks fine as hell with facial hair.
Can you imagine if he grew a Dan Bilzerian beard? There'd probably be puddles on the streets of Lisbon. So when Ronaldo grows out a goatee, it sends half the female population into early ovulation. But when I do it, I'm told to keep 400 yards away from every public school in town. What gives? Anyway, he scored after 5 minutes. Of course, so great start to the day. Expecting a goal feast for the next 9 hours, right? No. I've never seen a single minute of Love Island, but I'd imagine watching Peggy from Kent try to get her leg over for an hour would probably be even more entertaining than this. I thought Portugal had turned over, I thought we had a deal. I thought Portugal had turned over a new leaf against Spain when they played out that thrilling but no, they're back to Euro 2016 ways. Just a sterile, boring football. It did the job 2 years ago, so there's no real reason to change, but oh god, it's drab to watch. Pepe is still Pepe. Jesus Christ. Oh, and Ronaldo has finally ordered his statue to be replaced. You know, the one that looks like Niall Quinn on acid. I always knew Ronnie thought it looked ridiculous. Rui Patricio, my best friend, was man of the match, pulling off a great save on his way to dumping out the North Africans. Geography on point today. They better not be from the south. But yeah, speaking of Rui Patricio,
Wolves have now signed Euro 2016 winner and Portugal #1 Rui Patricio. Does anyone else get a serious whiff of QPR about Wolves these days?
Surely the Wolves fans would have just taken that as a light-hearted joke, just about the similarity between the caliber of goalkeepers. No, they won't.
I'm cold and there are wolves after me.
Don't piss off the Wolves fans, lads. They are vicious. They will not stop. Every time I log on now, I feel like they're one step away from mailing me a chunk of their own pubic hair. Please don't. I just want to clear it up, alright? I don't think Wolves will become the next QPR, alright? But I just remember when QPR signed Julio Cesar, and this signing is just a bit similar, that's all. I don't hate Wolves, alright? So hopefully we can put this one to bed, alright? Friends, you're already stamping the envelope, aren't you?
I don't mind woman pundits, but woman commentators is just taking the piss.
Respecting women is no joke.
Wish this woman commentator would shut the f*** up. I'm trying to watch the football. This woman commentator has the most annoying voice I've ever heard.
Really? The most annoying? Because the last I heard, Katie Hopkins was still alive and well.
Not being sexist, but this woman commentator is ruining the World Cup.
Really? Not the defensive football? Not the fucking vuvuzelas? Not the alleged racism? No. No, none of that. Just this singular woman who happened to be commentating on a lunchtime kickoff on a Wednesday. Yes, she is the reason that the World Cup is being ruined for you all. Cancel your plans, everyone. Vicky Sparks has destroyed the World Cup as we know it. Well, you might as well just switch over to Love Island and see how our mate Peggy's getting on. I hope she's remembered to use a condom, but highly doubtful considering she's dealt the considerable handicap of being fictitious.
10 minutes in and this woman commentator is doing my heading.
Well, you're never gonna be the next Thiago Silva if you don't take responsibility of your own set pieces, so that one's on you, B. That was such a bad joke.
Good one.
Portugal v Morocco spoiled for me by that woman commentator.
Portugal v Morocco was spoiled for me by Portugal and Morocco.
Any way of muting this woman commentator on BBC? Absolutely painful.
Yes, the mute button.
It's the men's game, so it should be men only. Women have got their own game and they're welcome to it.
To be fair, he does have a point. They do have their own game. Isn't that the one where their national team is coached by a man? I mean, not exactly the flag bearer of testosterone, but still. Controversy with women. What is this story lacking? Ladies and gentlemen, John Terry.
I just wanted to address an Instagram story that I posted earlier today that I've since deleted. I returned home from holiday from the Maldives today around 2 o'clock to find there's no audio in the house working whatsoever.
No, Vicky, you've got it all wrong. I said you shouldn't shut up and get back in the kitchen. That's what I said, honest, for true. Right, John? My quick thoughts on this, she's a woman talking about football. The end. That is it. I mean, what's the problem, lads? Yeah, she's a woman. So? Was she particularly inspiring? No, not really. I mean, she did say Ronaldo played for Porto, for Christ's sake. But, like, it's not the end of the world. To be fair, she wasn't helped by the interminable dross she had to work with. And no, I'm not talking about Martin Keown and co-commentary. I realise that a lot of you who are complaining about her weren't being sexist, you just didn't like her. Fair enough. But a lot of those comments I did pull up, that is just blatant sexism. All I'll say is just give Vicky Sparks a chance. What's the worst that could happen? Just give her a chance, or at least don't compare her to Jonathan Pierce. I mean, come on, no one needs that.
It degrades women.
Let me know what you think. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe this is all a bit rich coming from someone who 6 months ago made a wag video. Burger King has come out and actually apologized for offering a lifetime supply of free Whopper burgers to any Russian woman who gets impregnated by a World Cup footballer this month. Are you actually serious? Yeah, because I heard Ronaldo paid all his surrogate mothers with Nando's gift cards. I can see how one marketing executive might have dreamed this master plan up on his coffee break. Oh, I have found a new way to revolutionize the Russian team. Yeah, great thinking, lad. You want to get those football genes in for 20 years in the future. But one problem, I'm pretty sure anyone who would view the prospect of free burgers for life as an actual reward rather than a shortcut to diabetes is a person that, I mean, in the very unlikely event that she does manage to snag a footballer, that woman is going to be more than likely raising the future Fellaini rather than any Ronaldo. But what is with Burger King and stupid ads? Because as we all know, deep fried fat is a real staple of any UFC fighter's diet. Not sure they serve them in prison, but there we go. Spain took on Iran in a game where if Iran won, they would have qualified after 2 games in a group that looked as closed as a nun's leg. They also brought the vuvuzelas. Someone needs to tell them that A, it's not South Africa, and B, we actually value our hearing. This was the game that pissed me, well no, they all pissed me off. This was the game that really did it. This was the one that made me think I need some fresh air. The first half was Spain trying to break down Carlos Queiroz 2 banks of 5. Diego Costa finally broke the deadlock. Morata, how are we getting on? Before Iran hit back. 1-1, Iran on the cusp of glory, celebration central. And then the referee cuts those short. VAR is kind of like that teacher's pet who grasses you up when you forgot your homework. No one likes that guy. Come on. That's just tragic. It's the last 2 seconds of the game, you're 1-0 down and you're trying that bollocks. It's like the captain of the Titanic throwing out a dab as he steers the boat into the glacier. Remind me never to do that again. I think this is what he was trying to do, but as we all know, women have no business being anywhere near a football pitch, right? I just realized, you could hit this up on Twitter and I could look like the biggest sexist pig in the world. No! Don't do that. That is the opposite of the message I'm going for here. Anyway, Uruguay beat Saudi Arabia 1-0, but I'm still too angry over the fact that I devoted 90 minutes of my life to what was, honest to God, one of the most boring games I've ever seen in my entire life. We didn't get any kamikaze Saudi defending. We didn't get any Suarez meltdowns. I want my money back. What was the highlight of the day? Turning off a f***ing TV and reevaluating my life. No, actually, that was the worst part. Anyway, that's all I've got time for today. Thank God the meltdown is real. On a serious note, lads, I think I might consider doing these World Cup videos on every 2 days for the next few weeks. I don't know, daily videos. Because I mean, you get days like this where it's just 3 goals. What am I supposed to do with 3 goals? I mean, it's tough going, lads. You know, it's I don't know. I think honestly, I might have to do them every 2 days. I don't know. This was an awful day of football. Really, 3 goals. That's lads. So yeah, I might have to do that, but we'll see. But anyway, let me know what you think. As always, Twitter's here. Thanks for watching, lads. As always, give it a like, give it a share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, I'll talk to you in a while.
How can I hate women? My mum's one.